Jerry, it's a pleasure to speak with you today. Let's dive right in. As someone who has lived a vibrant life, what's your philosophy on aging and the passage of time?
Thanks for having me. You know, I've always believed in living life with a certain balance. I think it's important to live life expecting the worst, hoping for the best, and living for the future. That way, you're prepared for whatever comes your way, but you also keep a glimmer of hope alive.
That's a beautiful way to look at it. In your experience, how does music contribute to that philosophy?
Music is everything, man. It's magic. Magic is what we do. Music is how we do it. It's a way to express ourselves and connect with each other. When you devote your life to something you love, whether it's music or anything else, you'll find that if you're able to enjoy something, to devote your life to it or a reasonable amount of time and energy, it will work out for you.
That's inspiring. Speaking of devotion, how do you reconcile the challenges that come with a life dedicated to music, especially as you get older?
Well, you have to keep pushing yourself. I've always said, run faster, jump higher, reach farther, and you'll always win. There's always a way to grow and evolve, no matter your age. It's an interesting point. Sometimes it feels like you're constantly faced with tough choices. How do you navigate that? Choosing can be hard, especially when it feels like you're constantly choosing the two evils. But remember, constant choosing the lesser of two evils is still choosing evil. I try to stay true to my values and make choices that resonate who I am. It's about finding a path that doesn't compromise your integrity.
You've mentioned before that you ain't going to learn what you don't want to know. How does that apply to your life experiences?
It's true. Life is full of lessons, but you have to be open to them. Sometimes we avoid the things that challenge us or force us to grow. If you're not willing to face the hard truths or explore new ideas, you'll miss out on valuable insights. It's all part of the journey.
As a legendary musician, how do you hope your music will be remembered in the years to come?
I'd like to think that my music resonates with people in a way that brings them joy and a sense of connection. I always believe that somebody's got to do something, and it's a damn shame that it has to be us. Music can inspire change and bring people together, and that's what I hope lasts.
Now, let's talk a bit more about your creative process. Many artists struggle with inspiration. How do you stay motivated to create?
Inspiration can be a tricky thing. I think it's essential to stay curious and open to the world around you. Too much of a good thing is just about right, but too little can stifle creativity. You have to find that sweet spot where you're challenging yourself without burning out. Into experiences, meet new people, and let the music flow from there.
That's valuable advice. As someone who has been a part of the music scene for decades, how do you view the changes in the industry and the way music is consumed today?
The landscape is always shifting. That's part of what keeps it exciting. The way people access music has changed dramatically, but at the core, it's still about connection. I think, in many ways, it's a double-edged sword. People need to actively seek out the good stuff, and sometimes that requires digging deeper than just the surface trends.
That's an interesting perspective. Do you think the essence of live music has changed with the rise of digital media?
Live music will always have its own magic. Nothing compares to the energy of a live performance. The shared experience between the musicians and the audience is irreplaceable. People crave that connection. While digital media can enhance accessibility, it can never replicate the feeling of being there in the moment. It's about being present and fully engaged with the music and the community around you.
Speaking of community, you fostered a strong following over the years. What do you think has drawn people to your music and the Grateful Dead experience?
I think it's the sense of belonging. Deadheads are like a family. They come together to share not just the music, but their lives, their joys, and their struggles. It's a shared journey. As I said before, I'd rather have my immortality while I'm alive. We create lasting memories together, and that's what makes it all worthwhile.
That sense of connection is powerful. As you look back on your life and career, is there anything you would change?
Hindsight is tricky. There are always things you wish you could have done differently, but I believe every experience has shaped who I am today. I've embraced both the highs and the lows. Constantly choosing the lesser of two evils is still choosing evil. So instead, I've tried to learn from my choices and keep moving forward. Each moment contributes to the tapestry of life. Jerry, your words resonate deeply. As we reflect on the themes of community and connection, how important is it for you to engage with your audience during performances? Engaging with the audience is everything. When I'm on stage, I feel like we're all in this together, musicians and fans alike. There's an energy that flows between us, and it's magical. It's like we're creating the experience in the moment. That's why I always say, if you're able to enjoy something, to devote your life to it, or a reasonable amount of time and energy, it will work out for you. When you invest in that connection, it amplifies the experience for everyone involved.
That's a beautiful sentiment. In your career, you've navigated many ups and downs. How did those experiences shape your views on success and failure?
Success and failure are just two sides of the same coin. I've had my share of both, and I've learned that each has its value. Run faster, jump higher, reach farther, and you'll always win. That doesn't mean you won't stumble along the way. It's about resilience, about getting back up and learning from those moments. Failure often teaches us more than success ever could. You have to keep moving forward, embracing both the victories and the setbacks.
As we look to the future, what advice would you give to aspiring musicians who are just starting their journeys?
First and foremost, stay true to yourself. Don't chase trends. Find your own voice and nurture it. Be curious and open to discovery. Collaborate with others. Experiment and embrace the joy of creating. Music is a lifelong journey. And if you can find fulfillment in that process, you'll be doing just fine.
That's solid advice. Changing gears a bit, how do you feel about the environmental issues we face today?
A tough situation, as I said about the dead. Somebody's got to do something, and it's a damn shame that it has to be us. It's on all of us to be responsible stewards of our planet. We have to take action, whether that's through our music, our voices, or our everyday choices. It's about being part of a larger community that cares and acts.
That sense of responsibility is so important. Moving back to your music, how do you see the role of improvisation in your work?
It's about being in the moment, allowing the music to unfold organically. When you're improvising, you're tapping into a deeper level of creativity and spontaneity. It's like a conversation. Sometimes you lead, sometimes you follow, but it's always a collaboration. That's the magic happens.
It certainly does. Your ability to improvise has made your performances legendary. Lastly, as someone who embodies the spirit of adventure and exploration, what do you wish for the next generation of musicians and fans?
I wish for them to embrace the adventure. Life is full of possibilities, and music can be a powerful vehicle or exploration of self, of community, and of the world. I hope they find their passion and pursue it fearlessly. Remember, too much of a good thing is just about right. So savor every moment, every note, every connection. The journey is what matters most.
Thank you, Jerry. This has been an enlightening conversation, and your insights will surely inspire many.
Thank you for taking the time to chat. Keep the spirit alive, keep asking questions, and above all, keep playing. That's what it's all about. Absolutely. Take care, Jerry. And may the music continue to flow. You too. Keep the magic alive, my friend.